Okay, what's up everybody? It's Haji here. Just gonna do some Crucible attacks. Um, gonna be upfront and honest, I made a lot of mistakes this Crucible. These new rooms, killing me. Absolutely killing me. The Rebirth, honestly, the Rebirth, I slept on it. I didn't think they'd be that strong, and they've destroyed my Crucible 2 times in a row. I think we go Masters of Evil, take out, is that Moonstone? I always forget her name because the two new ones, they look exactly the same. Yeah, we go APOC here, just to be safe, but probably should have tried with Moonstone just to start to see if I could save APOC. That might be also what hurt me this Crucible. And my Kang, he's only 4 red. I can't wait to build him. Oh my god. He's so nasty. Got him gear tier 17, level 95. Honestly, for that Nova event, I got 1.6 million, like using all the bugs and resetting. So I ended up building my whole team here. I got Ultron and Kang at 95, and I got Absorbing Man, Titania, and is it Sunfire? I'm gonna double check. Sunfire or Moonstone here? I got her to 90 as well, because her being bio, she carried everything. Pretty sure it's Moonstone. And another mistake I make here too is I got enough kills, and I thought, let's keep this. Should not have done that, that's for sure. Like, I take out the Spider Weaver here, and silly mistake. Like, I still left Eternals. Eternals count as Tangled Web members, so even without Spider Weaver, like, there's still a bit of a challenge. APOC is, like, that's a baby APOC, though. Man holds on. I'm not quite at the point where I'm getting the 7-star APOCs yet. And when I do, yikes. Just yikes. I tried something risky here because I knew I put myself in a bad spot. I'm also theory crafting here. I think I'm trying to go Quicksilver. Nova, but he's not big enough. And Moonstone. I looked at the not the TCP, but the total power of this team. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna fucking work. They're just gonna outspeed me and take me out. Black Panther's gonna keep taking out the Hella Summons. It was a silly idea. Take it out with Big Boy Gamma. They don't have enough power to get through to get that speed bar for Black Panther. I got A-Bomb is 5 red, Brawn, Red Hulk, and She-Hulk are 6 red, and Hulk is 7 red. Man sitting at 330k. He's crazy. Let's try and clear these revive once. Let's completely fail. There's probably a room buff that prevents that, because I have Skirmisher on Red Hulk. I went against the grain, and I think Skirmisher's better, because you have to land everything. When you use the ult, you have to land it. And then when you clear the revive once, you need to land that too. I noticed a lot of people were doing Raider and Striker, which that makes sense. You want the damage, but they're not landing these things. So it's, I would say honestly, it's preference. But yeah, that one did take a turn. Like I said, this Crucible, tell me my mistakes. I'm usually good at Crucible. I usually full clear no problem, and these new rooms are just, they have me thinking too much. Like, they have me using teams in other places, and now I'm trying new teams elsewhere, and it's not going well. In this Rebirth, man, like, I can't take them out until I get my ult. The ult is what takes them, because as soon as you put Trauma on Rebirth, they're dead. Simple as that. I just did another fight in War, and who do I use? I think I used Hela and Zombie Iron Man to get the traumas out there, with Spider Weaver as well for the trauma. And they're just, as soon as you put that on them and they can't get all these positive effects and heals, they're out like a light. But having all these positive effects and buffs and everything is just, they're tanky. And having the revive once too, like, you got to take out Sharon Carter, but Captain America is always taunting, and then they all have revived once, so when you finally manage to take one out, they're just coming back. And then you take one out again, and then she's going to revive them. You have to have heal, block, and trauma. And this is where we say goodnight. I'm actually building my Rebirth more right now because of this room. I just took Agent Venom almost to 90. I got him at 89. And I'm going to take next Winter Soldier, I think, to 90 because I have decent red stars on him. I think I have 5 or 6. And he does massive damage. That way he's sure to land his stun and his bleeds too. My Captain America's already built. He was the first one I built. Alright, we finally get a win here. Jesus. I'm telling you guys, this is probably the second or third worst Crucible round I've ever done. Like, I had a lot of failed attacks, and I was so frustrated. And I knew I was doing things wrong too, but I didn't have many other options. Like, I started myself off bad, and due to that, like, I ran out of options. So that's why you see me trying to use New Warrior for Wakanda. That's never gonna work. Another thing that's not gonna work, but you gotta try, right? Gotta try. And I have Hela and Zombie Iron Man sitting dormant there, but with the summons and with how squishy Zombie Iron Man is, that's just feeding Black Panther to go crazy. It's sad too, because like, if Deathseed had the tiniest bit more speed, they could handle this. Like, honestly. But they just get obliterated from the start. I think next to go is my Dark Beast. Like, they're just taking out all the wrong people. Like, take out my Psylocke, please. Take out my Magneto. He served his purpose. He got the blinds out. Didn't do anything because it's Wakandan. They just clear it. But like, I could have got AoE with Nemesis and Dark Beast. I'm not saying I would have won, but it could have got a bit better than that. I actually just today I just put my Infinity Watch in the building momentum room. I feel like it's either going to be really good or absolute trash. Because one thing I was advised of is put an anti-New Warrior team in there, because New Warriors, when they're just getting to ult like crazy, a lot of people don't have them fully built yet for Tangled Web. So they're using them elsewhere, and that's a good room for them. And using Infinity Watch, we got Safeguard and Immunity. With that, New Warriors are squishy and useless. And then, I mean, Adam Warlock's got a good ult, Gamora's got a good ult, Moondragon, she turn meter rewinds and heals the whole team. Just, it's not the best team, but it's a good counter for that, and it makes people think and have to use different teams for it. Phyla-Vell, I think she has a good special. Special hits adjacent targets. The ult, I think, gives offense down to 600% piercing, but it's a single target. I don't remember which one cleanses. It's an old team, I don't remember, man. But once I get Nova built, man, oh my god. He's honestly, he's one of my favorites right now. I only have him 4 yellow. And level 87. I'm building him with Rebirth, like I'm alternating between them. But just nothing he's putting out there has been landing. Once I can get his stats to start landing some stuff, I think he's going to be so nasty even outside of war. And that whole nowhere team, man, like that's non-negotiable. You build them all to level 90, maybe level 95, depending on your resources and how usable they are. And honestly, I'm gonna have a liking to that team because Korg is one of my favorite comedic characters. Like for comedic relief, I love Korg. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Nova just, he doesn't land anything. But that battlefield effect, like if you can get a team that can stay alive, like that battlefield effect will just keep you going. Like could you imagine, say if like Young Avengers were still the meta, say they're still a strong team, and you put Nova in there for Chavez so that they're clearing all these effects and whatnot all the time. Insane. Absolutely insane. They would be an Apex team. Bionic Avengers are a joke, man. Oh my god. Useless for the incursion raid, useless everywhere else. They were a fun team while it lasted, but now they're just complete poo. Yeah, my next Crucible, we're gonna have to think this through. If anybody watches this, leave some comments, give me some advice. I'm usually smart at this game, but your boy could use some advice. That's for sure. And another thing, putting my Infinity Watch on defense, that freed up my Darkhold. So I noticed 2 rounds in a row I didn't get a full clear, I missed a team. So I freed up some Darkhold to hopefully fix that, because my defense is pretty good. I'll have to show you guys in the next video because there's a pre-recording, but I got my Spider Weaver room. I've got Spider Weaver, 2099, Icarus and Cersei, and then I went Nick Fury. I don't know if that's going to be beneficial, but I've got my Nick Fury big. So I'm thinking he might cause some pretty rough issues. Or they're just going to have to put more into taking out that team. And then this is just a war attack here. I just wanted to get some war footage in the new rooms. Really easy attack though. This isn't even footage. This is just robot clicking here. And if you don't have A-Force built, Captain Marvel, amazing for this purpose. Good damage to a single target with a little bit of AoE, gets everyone down a little bit, but not too much. That's only if you don't have A-Force built. Like, I skipped A-Force, and I skipped a couple teams, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Resource management. Skipped Underworld as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. You guys, you have a good one.